It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Son, you lady. Hey, son. Hey, son.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Darnold. The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Darnold. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, Darnold. Here's a screen now for Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Here's Darnold. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat, like the guys
like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Waiting in now to punt as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, check that. Ready.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Throwing now is Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, as built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
19, Tiger. Trap 50.
Now Daniels. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
50 Bobcat.
Here's Daniels. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Go set. Delaney.
Darnold down to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Catch.
They start the drive with Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action. Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
60 by 20.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, here we go. 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
To throw is Daniels. A throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Matthew Golden with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
14. Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now, lady.
Now Darnold. That one down the field for Ferguson. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10. To the air again, Darnold. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Darnold running the option left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Oh, Darnold loses it. And unfortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Cowboy 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Wyatt.
Daniels looking to throw. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
To the air goes Daniels. And this is Cook with the ground. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now a 2nd and 6. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marvin Mims, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Daniels. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Come on. Hey. 19, cut 19.
Back to throw. Daniels. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, he's got Golden. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Looking to throw. Daniels. Mark Andrews. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Goal at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll have time for 1 play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A quick pass here to Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Cook. How did he stay on his feet? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go. Here we go.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
1 point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's got a man in the crossing route. That's Moore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing again is Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Down the right sideline. And all the way down to the 5. A huge play there on the screen pass. 46 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Pollard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in for 4 yards out. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Get it. Big it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Steady.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 6-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
There's nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Let's go.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
To throw is Darnold.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Darnold. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's second and 10.
Darnold to throw again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 10. Here's Darnold. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
Here's Darnold. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play fake, and it's Darnold. Now a run here off the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Baron Browning. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play action. It's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's more. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 3rd and 6.
79 Broncos. 70 Panther 11.
Here's Daniels. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Cook, 59 yards. And the Cowboys are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd down and 6 now from the 42.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Philly. 56 yards.
And an Eagles first and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Pollard is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Dallas, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning